My name is Ron Ryan, and I am the Senior Vice President for Cambium Networks. And today, Cambium is really a premier global fixed wireless technology company. We have a lofty mission statement, which is to connect the unconnected. That's not just people, but it's also places and things. The fact that we sell through channel requires that we have a fairly robust way of communicating with those channel partners. We now have over 4,500 partners globally, and we just have to have a very organized system and methodology to recruit and maintain and communicate with those partners. So we wound up choosing Impartner for several reasons. One of our primary requirements was someone who was fairly well capitalized, well known, been at it for a while. But what I liked was not only did they have the functionality that we need today, they also were very good about sharing the roadmap with us about where the thing was going. And even though we may not use all of the elements of it today, we have progressively started to use more of them as they come up. And as I see the match, as we grow, we need someone that will be able to meet those needs in the future. And when we looked at everybody else sort of side by side, Impartner really stood out as a company that not only was ahead of the game today, but looked like they would be ahead of the game tomorrow. So the implementation was interesting. We had a deadline to make. And I really give our team a lot of credit. Karen Pastorino, who is our senior manager of the program, dug into this thing. She spent a lot of hours working with these guys, but they met us at that level. I mean, they gave the same amount of attention to it, assigned the right people to it. They gave it the priorities, and we worked through what would probably take longer for us or most companies without this situation, and we really turned it into a good success. And we had some issues along the way that we addressed, and they did them well. But I couldn't be more complimentary of the team that they put in charge of the process of putting the thing together. So the feedback that we have received from the partners has been, I would say, stellar. One of the issues in the old portal was the organization of it, hard to find things. It was a little clumsy. The way that Impartner does things, particularly now that we have this asset library, it's easier for people to find things. The presentation of it is better. Some of the functionality just works better. I travel again all over the world, and I meet partners all over the world, and there isn't a trip that I do where I don't get some compliment on the portal. So it was a great decision. Since we went on with the portal, we have about 1,000 partners that we've removed for just not performing, which has helped us organize that a little better and find out who's participating, who isn't participating, make those kinds of decisions. At the same time, we've added 1,500 new partners, and onboarding those partners, bringing them into it is a big part of the success that you're going to have. So I can quantitatively say that these partners are adding value to Cambium in multiple ways. In the primary way, it's adding real revenue to us that we can measure. The modules that we've implemented are somewhat standard, I think, to most mid-tier programs. The deal reg is invaluable. That piece of it is huge. And the standard portal functions. I will say the asset library has been great. I see that helping us in the future. And then the next thing I think that in looking into the future again, the one thing I liked was the fact that they're a Salesforce partner. We are not a Salesforce company, but we are adopting it in some of our demand creation models. So I can see this being far more used. I've actually had some phone calls from people who have been looking at Impartner, so I would say from a company standpoint, I would give it 5 stars and thumbs up. I think it's managed well. I think there is a good group of people there, very competent people. If you actively want to manage partners, I would say that the value to the cost is superb, I think, we Impartner. So I would definitely recommend it to anybody that called me. Even just looking at bringing on 1,500 partners, just the ability for us to be able to do that as agilely as we have been able to do that is extremely important. And I could say that there's no way we could have done it if we did not have Impartner.